Okay, so basically what happened is that Tuesday of last week, I had unintentionally ran the battery down to 0, and I had to get a ride from one of my friends to pick me up at a casino where I was at, since Reno is in a gambling state. So when I got home from her picking me up, the battery was obviously dead, it wouldn't turn on. So I charged it overnight, and the next day, the battery was fully charged. And so I went out for a ride on my regular path that I usually go on. And on that path, I usually use the overtake feature, which is double tap the throttle. Well, I used that double tap feature on that path that I take, and nothing happened. It was just kind of weird. I'm like, okay. So I thought I was doing something wrong, so I went a little further, because you're supposed to wait at least like 2 minutes after you use the double take feature for it to regenerate its power or whatever. And so I waited for about 5 minutes or so, whatever, 5 minutes. And then I tried to do the double tap the throttle again. Nothing happens. I'm like, okay, fine, well, whatever. So I get down to my friend's house, and then I spend about an hour down there, and so I decided to go back home. Well, on my way back home, going on a slightly uphill grade, the same path I always take all the time, and the slight uphill grade, I like to use the overtake feature to give me more power, so I can at least go with the flow of traffic going uphill. So, but unfortunately, overtake didn't. When I double tapped the throttle, it did nothing again. Still. So all day today, or not today, but all day last week, Wednesday, I couldn't engage the overtake feature. So when I'm almost home, not quite almost home, but after going to the casino and playing a little bit before I go home, I was riding up the hill, and here I will demonstrate what's happening. I was on my scooter, riding up the hill, and all of a sudden, I feel this little jerk motion, like just the scooter just kind of felt like the front wheel kind of like jerked forward a little bit, and I'm like, whoa, that was kind of weird. And I'm pulling the trigger or the throttle, and it's not going. So I look down and I look at the display, and the display is blank. It's like, whoa, whatever that was, killed the scooter. And then so at that moment, I thought back to V the Sapien, his video on what I guess happened to him, and he pointed the camera down to his controller back here, and it showed on his controller that it was smoking. Smoke was coming from the controller area.
This happened. This shit catching fire, guys. Look at this. It's smoking. Something burned out. Oh man, Jesus. That's not good. There was a lot more smoke coming out, and it stopped. It looks like it's the controller. Shit, dude. riding, and this just happened. Not good. Look, the smoke is still coming out. You see it? It's coming out from the controller. I'm gonna have to give me a new scooter because this ain't good at all. See the smoke? And it's all burnt inside there. And the smoke coming out. Not good, man, not good. See the smoke coming out? Yeah, guys, this is crazy. Very crazy. Look at the smoke. Well, at least it's not the battery. I hope it's not the fucking battery. It's the controller itself. This thing is fried. Look at this. That thing I had dropped off my delivery. It's still smoking. Yeah, they're gonna have to give me a new scooter, dude. I don't know what's going on. Still smoke coming out. And there was a shit ton of smoke that came out, dude, when I was riding. Not good, man, not good. Not good at all. Well, as you guys can see, maybe there may be controllers burning out. My Storm never burned out, but apparently this one can burn out. So, yeah, I'm about to call Mini Motors right now, dude. That's fucking crazy.
So I get off my scooter and I look, and sure enough, there's smoke coming from my controller area. Which I'm like, oh great, perfect. So now I have a $6,000 paperweight. I've contacted Bora Motors, and since I live about maybe 8 hours away from Bora Motors down in Los Angeles, I've taken from here to Las Vegas, I've taken an 8-hour trip, and it is one of the most boring 8 hours road trips I hate to go on. So I was telling Bora Motors, like, I really don't want to be taking the 8-hour mind-numbing boring trip down to Los Angeles to bring the scooter in for service. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is going to be shipping my scooter to Bora Motors and have them fix the issue and see where it goes from there. So for now, I really won't be able to give you much update videos on the Dualtron Storm Limited because I won't have it with me. So that's basically the gist of what happened, and yeah. So now I have a $6,000 paperweight. So nothing works. The scooter will not turn on, so nothing works. The battery was completely charged when I left on last week Wednesday on my ride, so I knew it wasn't the battery that was dead. So it was the controller. So that's that. until next time, hope you guys keep smiling, okay?